Have you ever wrapped your arms around a man and felt his entire body shift, like he suddenly relaxed, breathed deeper, or held you a little tighter? That tiny moment, that barely noticeable change, is where a man shows you more truth than he ever will with words. And here's the secret nobody teaches us. In that exact second when his guard slips and he lets you in physically, his mind is more open, his heart is more receptive, and his emotional walls are at their weakest. That's the moment when what you whisper becomes unforgettable. Most women don't realize it, but a hug isn't just a hug for a man. It's one of the few places where he feels safe enough to drop the tough guy act. It's where he secretly hopes to feel wanted, appreciated, and chosen without ever asking for it. And the crazy part? Men crave emotional closeness just as much as physical closeness. They just don't know how to say it. They wait for you to guide the emotional energy. They wait for you to make the moment feel meaningful. They wait for you to say something that tells them, you're not just someone I'm with, you're someone who matters to me. So imagine this, you're in his arms, his breath warm against your neck, his hands resting on your back, and you lean in, slow and soft, letting your voice brush against his ear, and you say something that hits so deep, so unexpectedly, that he can't shake the feeling for days. He goes home thinking about it, he replays it while lying in bed, he feels it every time he remembers your warmth. And before he even realizes it, you've become the woman whose presence calms him, excites him, and pulls him in all at once. Tonight, I'm going to show you exactly what to say in that moment, the 5 sentences that make a man feel chosen, valued, and deeply connected to you. Say them softly, say them sincerely, and he won't want any other woman, ever. Ladies, let's talk about one of the most disarming, deeply masculine activating things you can ever whisper to a man during a hug. It's simple, it's soft, it's honest, and it hits him right where he secretly aches to be seen. Those 6 little words, I love how safe I feel with you. Now, before you think this is just some cute romantic line, let me tell you why this sentence is pure psychology, pure emotional power, and pure feminine energy. Men aren't used to being told they make someone feel safe. Most men go through life feeling like they're failing expectations, failing responsibilities, failing silently under the pressure to be strong all the time. They carry weight. They don't talk about, they swallow their fears because they don't want to appear weak. And they never admit when they're tired, overwhelmed, or doubting themselves, because society tells them that admitting those things makes them less of a man. But when he's hugging you, something changes. That's the one moment where his body softens, where he lets out that quiet breath he's been holding all day, where he lets you close enough to feel his heartbeat. And in that moment, he's open to receiving something he almost never gets, emotional reassurance. So when you say, I love how safe I feel with you, you're not just making him feel good, you're speaking directly to the part of him that wants to protect, provide, and matter. You awaken the part of his masculine energy he wants to feel but rarely gets to experience. He doesn't just hear your words, he internalizes them. He walks away thinking, she trusts me, she feels good with me, she feels protected with me. Do you know how rare that is for a man? Do you know how many men go their entire adult lives never hearing that from a woman they care about? And ladies, let me tell you something powerful. A man bonds through purpose. A man attaches through meaning. A man commits when he feels like he brings value to your emotional world. You are not being weak by saying you feel safe. You are not handing him power. You are activating the very part of him that makes him want to give you the world. Because in that hug, in that whispered moment, you are telling him, I trust you with me. I relax around you. I can exhale in your arms. You're giving him a role that feels meaningful. And when a man feels meaningful, he becomes loyal, consistent, affectionate, protective, and incredibly invested. And the beauty is you don't have to overdo it. You don't need to dramatize it. You don't need fireworks. It works best when it feels like a natural confession that slips out, because being in his arms genuinely brings you peace. Picture this, you're hugging him slowly, not rushed. Your fingers gently wrap around his shoulders. You take a soft breath, the kind that tells him your body just relaxed against him. And then, with your lips close enough that your voice becomes a warm breath against his neck, you say it gently, sincerely. I love how safe I feel with you. Watch what happens. His arms tighten, his body pulls you closer, his exhale deepens. Because your words didn't just compliment him, they gave him purpose. And a man who feels like he gives you something no one else does, he doesn't go looking for another woman. He doesn't crave another connection. He stays because you made him feel like what he brings is irreplaceable. And this next line is pure emotional seduction, and yet it's completely innocent on the surface. It's gentle, it's feminine, it's sincere. And when whispered during a hug, it activates a man's confidence in a way that makes him feel deeply connected, appreciated, and desired by you. The line is simple but unbelievably powerful. I love the way you hold me. Most women underestimate how much men crave validation for their physical affection. We assume men are confident in their touch because they look confident. We think they just automatically know what to do, how to hold us, how to touch us, how to guide a moment. But the truth, men second guess themselves all the time, especially with a woman they really care about. He wonders if he's holding you right, if you enjoy the closeness, if he's enough for you physically and emotionally. Men may not say it out loud, but they constantly question whether they're making you feel something. So when you, in the softness of a hug, whisper, I love the way you hold me, you silence every insecurity he has in that moment. It's not just a compliment, it's a reassurance. It tells him that his touch affects you, that his arms mean something, that his presence has an impact on your body and your emotions. For a man, that is electric. It boosts his confidence instantly, not in an arrogant way, but in a grounded, masculine, emotionally connected way. And here's the deeper psychology. Men bond through effectiveness. They fall in love when they feel they are good for you, good to you, and good with you. When you tell a man you love the way he holds you, you're saying, you matter in this moment. You're doing something right. I feel something real when I'm with you. And ladies, men don't forget the woman who makes them feel capable. They don't forget the woman whose body relaxes in their arms. They don't forget the woman who responds to their touch with warmth, softness, and appreciation. Imagine this scene. You hug him, not fast, not casual, but with intention. You let your hands slide gently along his back, letting him feel your presence. Your head rests on his chest or shoulder, allowing him to hear your breath and feel your closeness. And then you lean in slightly, close enough that your voice becomes soft and private, and you whisper, I love the way you hold me. In that moment, something shifts in him. He stands a little taller, his arms tighten, his breath slows, because you've told him that his touch isn't just physical, it's meaningful. You've tied his masculinity to your comfort. You've given him a win. And trust me, men crave emotional wins far more than physical ones. When a man feels like he can make a woman feel good emotionally, not just sexually, he attaches to her on a level he doesn't fully understand. He just knows that being close to you feels different, better, deeper. He starts wanting to hold you more often, wanting to be near you, wanting to be the man whose arms you choose over anyone else's. You see, I love the way you hold me isn't about the hug itself, it's about affirming the connection the hug represents. You're telling him that his presence affects your nervous system, that his arms make you feel secure, cherished, feminine, and at ease. And when a man feels he gives you something that no other man can, that is when loyalty forms. That is when attachment deepens. That is when he starts seeing you as my woman in a way that's respectful, grounded, and emotionally committed. Say this line softly. Say it with warmth. Say it when his arms are around you and his heart is open. Because once he hears it, he'll crave the feeling of being your safe place, your comfort, your strength. And that makes you unforgettable. Ladies, if there is one line that reaches into a man's emotional core and pulls him closer in a way he cannot explain, it's this one. You make me feel completely seen. This sentence is not flirty, it's not playful, it's not even traditionally romantic, it's something far deeper. It's an emotional truth most men never hear, yet desperately crave. And when you say it in a hug, when his guard is down, when he's breathing you in, when his walls are quietly lowered, you're telling him something that rewires the way he experiences you. Let me tell you why this line hits different. Men fear failure. They fear not measuring up. They fear disappointing the woman they care about. They carry silent battles, unspoken pressure, invisible expectations, yet on the surface, they pretend nothing affects them. To the world, they act strong. To their friends, they stay composed. To their families, they stay reliable. But inside, he constantly wonders, am I enough? Does she notice me? Do I matter? So when you whisper, you make me feel completely seen, you flip that internal fear upside down. You're not just appreciating him, you're validating his existence. You're telling him that who he is, not what he does, touches you. You're telling him that the way he listens, the way he looks at you, the way he shows up, reaches you on a level deeper than the surface. And trust me, most men never hear that from anyone. This line tells him, I see the effort you don't talk about. I see the heart behind your actions. I see the man behind the confidence. And most importantly, I see you. Men fall deeply, not when a woman is perfect, but when a woman makes them feel significant. Now imagine how powerful it becomes when you say it during a hug. His arms are around you. His energy is wrapped in yours. His emotions are softened. Even if he'd never admit it, you rest your head gently against his chest, letting your breath sync with his. And then in a whisper only he can hear, you say, you make me feel completely seen. Watch what happens. His arms tighten unconsciously. He inhales deeper. He holds you like you're something fragile, something precious, something he wants to protect. Because your words didn't just compliment him, they honored him. You told him that his presence has emotional value, not just physical comfort. And ladies, here's the secret. Most women never realize men fall in love through the experience of being understood. Not through drama, not through intensity, not through perfection, through understanding. You make me feel completely seen is not about you being vulnerable. It's about inviting him into a deeper emotional partnership. It tells him he makes you feel understood, appreciated, and emotionally held. That your inner world shifts in his presence. That he doesn't just touch your body, he touches your emotional reality. When a man feels he sees you and you see him back, you create a rare mutual intimacy that men don't risk with just anyone. He starts believing you're the woman he can open up to, the woman he can unwind with, the woman he can talk to after a long day without pretending everything is fine. And those kinds of emotional bonds, they make a man commit without being asked. They make him choose you without hesitation. They make him protective, loyal, invested, and deeply attached. So whisper this line when his arms are around you. Whisper it when the room feels quiet and his heartbeat is steady beneath your cheek. Whisper it when the moment is soft enough that he can receive it fully. Because once he hears, you make me feel completely seen, he won't forget the woman who said it. He won't forget the feeling, and he won't want to lose the one person who finally made him feel understood. Ladies, this line right here carries a kind of emotional weight that men rarely experience but deeply crave. Saying you feel like home to me isn't just romantic, it's grounding, it's intimate, and it speaks to the part of a man that wants to be someone's safe place. Most men may never admit this out loud, but they long to be the person a woman relaxes with, the person she feels comfortable being soft around, the person whose presence soothes her without effort. And when you whisper this during a hug, when your body melts into his and he can feel the sincerity in your breath, it becomes a moment he never forgets. Think about what home represents. Home is comfort. Home is warmth. Home is belonging. Home is where you don't pretend, where you don't perform, where you don't hide parts of yourself. When you tell a man he feels like home, you're telling him that with him you can exhale the parts of you the world doesn't see. You're telling him that his energy settles yours. You're telling him that he doesn't overwhelm you, he doesn't exhaust you, he doesn't confuse you, he calms you. And that is one of the most emotionally seductive things a man can ever feel. Because men beneath the surface fear being hard to love. They fear being judged for their imperfections, their quiet days, their unspoken struggles. They fear disappointing the woman they care about. So when you say, "You feel like home to me," you're not just complimenting him, you're relieving him. You're giving him permission to simply be with you, without pressure or performance. You're telling him, "I'm safe with you, I'm comfortable with you, you're my calm place." Now imagine saying this during a slow, lingering hug. His arms are wrapped around your waist or your shoulders. You rest your head against his chest, letting him feel your breath settle. The room may be quiet, or maybe the world is still moving around you, but in that hug, the moment becomes just the two of you. And with your lips close enough that your voice becomes a warm whisper against his neck or chest, you say softly, "You feel like home to me." Watch what happens to him. His arms instinctively tighten. His body stills for a second. His breath deepens. Because you didn't just express affection, you spoke to his identity. You told him that he brings peace to your life. You told him that he matters in a way beyond romance or attraction. You told him that his presence creates an emotional environment where you feel safe, grounded, and wanted. Men don't fall in love when they feel desired. They fall in love when they feel trusted, when they feel like they hold a place in your inner emotional world, when they feel like their presence has a meaning that another man couldn't easily replace. "You feel like home to me" creates that meaning. And the beauty of this line is that it's not clingy, not needy, not overwhelming. It's soft, it's feminine, it's comforting. It tells him that you recognize the value of who he is, not just what he does. It tells him that his energy, his softness, his warmth, the things he usually hides, actually give you comfort. This sentence creates a long-term emotional imprint, because every time he hugs you afterward, he'll remember that line, he'll replay it, he'll feel a sense of pride, responsibility, and affection tied to your words. And the moment a man starts to associate being himself with being valuable to you, he forms a bond stronger than attraction alone. So whisper it gently, let your hug deliver half the message, and your voice deliver the rest. Because when a man feels like home to the woman he cares about, he won't ever want to leave her side. Ladies, if there is one line that slips past a man's defenses and hits him straight in the heart, it's this one. "I'm really happy it's you." It sounds simple, almost too simple, but it carries an emotional depth that men don't experience often. Because beneath every confident smile, every smooth gesture, every controlled expression, men carry doubt. They wonder whether they're enough, whether they're doing the right things, whether they measure up to your expectations, and most of all, they wonder whether you truly want them. A man might not show it, but he constantly questions, would she choose me again? Out of all the guys she could have, why me? Am I just temporary, or does she genuinely value me? That's why this one sentence is so powerful. When you whisper, "I'm really happy it's you," you answer every silent question he's too powerful, proud to let surface. You're telling him that he wasn't a backup plan, he wasn't an accident, he wasn't just in the right place at the right time, he was chosen. You're telling him that out of every possibility in the world, he is the one who brings you joy, comfort, and emotional fulfillment. And believe me, that kind of reassurance is rare for men. Most men go through life feeling replaceable. They see how quickly people switch connections. They see how easily affection fades in modern dating. They feel the pressure of always having to be impressive, strong, consistent, attractive, and they secretly fear that one misstep means losing someone they care about. But when you look at him, when you're in his arms, when the moment is soft and unguarded, and you whisper, "I'm really happy it's you," you strip away that fear. You give him certainty. Now imagine this moment, you're hugging him slowly, the kind of hug where your chest presses into his and you can feel the warmth of his breath on your neck. His hands rest on your back or waist, grounding you. The world around you fades just a little, the noise becomes background, the movement slows, and suddenly it's just the two of you in your own private bubble. And then, without rushing, without forcing, you breathe out those words, "I'm really happy it's you." Watch how his body reacts. There's a subtle pause, a stillness, like his mind needs a moment to absorb the meaning. His arms tighten, not possessively, but protectively. His breath comes out slower, deeper, because he's not just hearing a compliment, he's receiving confirmation that he's valued, appreciated, desired, and seen as irreplaceable. For a man, that feeling is intoxicating. And here's the deeper emotional psychology. Men don't fall for women who make them chase endlessly. Men fall for women who make them feel chosen with intention. Not pressured, not demanded, but appreciated. I'm really happy it's you tells him he is enough for you, not because he's perfect, not because he's trying hard, but because who he is naturally aligns with your heart. It tells him that his presence enriches your life, that he adds something meaningful, that the connection between you isn't random, it's special. And ladies, men attach deeply to the woman who makes them feel like they matter beyond what they provide, the woman who shows them emotional gratitude, the woman who communicates that their presence is a gift, not an obligation. This line does exactly that. The best part, it doesn't overwhelm, it doesn't create pressure, it doesn't imply commitment demands. It simply says, in a world of endless options, I'm glad you're the one standing here with me. That kind of softness, sincerity, and feminine warmth makes a man want to show up for you even more. It makes him protective. It makes him loyal. It makes him think about the future without you ever asking. Because he doesn't want to lose the woman who makes him feel chosen, not just once, but every time he holds her. And as we come to the end of this journey, take a moment and breathe. Really breathe, because everything you just learned is more than advice. It's a quiet awakening inside you. A reminder that connection, chemistry, intimacy, and depth aren't accidents. They're built through intention, awareness, and the courage to show up differently. You now understand what truly shifts a man's focus, what pulls him closer, what gets etched in his memory, and what makes him feel something he can't explain. These 5 points, they aren't just concepts, they're tools you can start using right now to transform your romantic world. But remember, it only works if you let it. So take these ideas, carry them with you, and replay them whenever you need that boost. Let them guide how you move, how you speak, how you create moments, because those moments are where desire is born, where attraction deepens, and where a man realizes, I can't lose her. If this message spoke to something inside you, then don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, share it forward, and hit subscribe, not just to support the channel, but because this is the space where you grow, evolve, and become the most magnetic version of yourself. And if you want more videos like this, more breakdowns, more psychology, more secrets men don't talk about, drop a comment below. Until then, stay confident, stay intentional, and remember, the power to create unforgettable intimacy has always been in your hands.